Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Transformers Legacy Deluxe Class Kickback figure. What we're going to do with this video then, we're going to unbox him live in a second, have a look at the entire contents of the packaging. We're then going to have a detailed look at him in both of his modes to help you decide how you want to display him. We will then of course do some comparisons with him and his original Generation 1 self and some other Kickback figures that have been released down the Generations toy line as well. Okay guys, before we get started, I need to thank Robot Recruits because that's who I pre-ordered and purchased this from, and as you can see they've sent him out to me nice and safely. Let's have a look at the box as well before we open it. And again, I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again if you've not seen my videos. Ever since Kingdom, and rightly so, they've made a real effort with the boxes and the artwork on it. For Siege and Earthrise, we had the lovely artwork on the side, which was great. This is, of course, the Legacy version. But from Kingdom, we had some amazing pictures, and it's brilliant for fans and for, especially for, of course, mint in seal box or box collectors. We've got the alternate mode on the front. We've then got the full-length version of the figure at the bottom, and a zoom in on the bust or the chest and head sculpt there. And as I'm sure you'll agree, it looks great. We can tell he's going to take 14 steps to transform him, and if you've got a phone or anything that can scan a QR code, you're going to be able to bring up some data on him, and of course his tech spec at the back as well. Right, I'm going to open this guy up, and as I open him up, I'd like to remind anybody, if you're not subscribed to this channel, to hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it'll help me out. Right, yes, you may be wondering why I'm opening it from the bottom. I just find it a little bit easier, and it also means that I'm going to flat pack the box after, which is the only advantage to windowless boxes. Right, let's have a look inside. He looks quite big, and this is the first time that I've seen one of these in hand. I've not seen any of the reviews or videos on it, and the reason why I'm saying he looks big is because Kickback normally, he's one of the smaller figures, isn't he? Even in G1 he was quite small. He was a Legends class figure as well before he was a Deluxe on Fall of Cybertron, but usually yeah, this is one of the biggest Kickback figures I've ever seen, to be honest. He's got quite a bit of accessories with him, not too much cable hanging out the back. So what I need to do now then is set him free from there and come straight back to you. Okay then, so here's some first impressions. I've literally just took him out of his packaging, and already this guy, wow, he's way better than I thought he'd be. I thought I'd be more impressed with Skids, but this guy's looking, this is definitely and easily by far the best. I can't comment on third-party masterpiece versions or things like that. This is the best version of Kickback, hands down, I have ever seen. It's amazing. It's robust. You've got this beautiful, does it open? I can't tell. Chest piece at the front. Loads of homages to G1. The antennas there, the head bobs around, full rotation, shoulders, side, all the way around, waist swivel, hips out, knees, ankle. Is there an ankle rock? It looks like there's going to be. Yes, there is. There's elbow, bicep flexion. I'm so impressed with this guy. This is easily the best looking one I've seen so far. Out of the three that I've managed to get a hold of and do reviews on first, this is better than Skids. This is better than Drag Strip. This guy's beautiful. There's no holes on the back. I know that some people comment on that and I don't like it. I completely get where they're coming from. There's no huge gaps on the calves. Teeny bit maybe on the back of the forearm there, but it's covered up neatly by the leg. Wow. Wow. Yeah, very impressed with this guy, and again I can see why people are going to, and I've seen already people in fact buy quite a few of these. We've got these enormous weapons. I'm not too sure what they do yet. I'm going to find out and have a look. And of course we've got his standard weapon, which again is looking like a brilliant homage to G1. Yes guys, I'm pretty sure you can tell already I'm very impressed with this. Let's have a look at him in his alternate mode then. Okay then, so here we are in the alternate mode, and this again is just as impressive as the robot mode. Quick apologies for no transformation process on this video. It will be uploaded separately as not to spoil it for yourselves. And it is quite a fun transformation process as well, to be honest. It's pretty much exactly the same. Let's do the comparison while we're here as this guy. So this of course is his Generation 1 in his grasshopper mode. And you know, they are strikingly alike, aren't they? You can just see obviously that the newer version is bigger, got a bit more articulation in it, and obviously a lot better with the translucent wings. But it's a great homage to this particular guy here. absolutely stunning. Right, let's have a look at this guy in particular then. He is, as I say, quite big. These are rubber, by the way, so when you move these around, it's fine. His face is covered up by this part here. The legs have full articulation going out, forwards, etc. And at the back, so you can see where they've curled up his toes there. Now, there's a few things that you can do with his accessories, and one of them isn't even in the actual instructions, so I'll show you that in a second. The first one, which I'm not really too fussed with and definitely wouldn't be doing anyway, is just attaching the gun under there. Don't really like the looks of that, to be honest. I'll keep it there just for now. Now what we've got here is we've got these additional wing, or I think they're energon swords, and you can maybe make out, yeah, there you go, there's some tabs there either side, and on the side of the wings there is some cutouts here. So what you can actually do is just to give the wings, I suppose, a bit more of an effect. Yeah, I suppose that's the best word for it, isn't it? Just give the wings a bit more of an effect. We're going to do the same with this side. There's the tabs, and I'm using that bit as the front, as the marker. We can pop these in to the wing, and again, I think that looks okay. I think it looks a lot better, to be honest. You can really see how it definitely helps out with the aesthetics of this particular figure. I'm going to take the gun out. As I say, I'm not too fond of that at all, but what I have found, and I think this again can make the figure look even better, is if we take off these, because we've got the wings anyway, to be honest, and if we look underneath, you've got a hole there. Now these must have been designed for this. I know you can attach them to loads of different places, but the fact that this isn't documented, it's kind of strange. I don't understand why it isn't, to be fair. Right, so this is what we're looking to do. We're looking to, I'm just confusing myself, that's better, line the two holes up there like so, and then what we've got on the underside here, looking right inside, see, he's got a hole there and a little slot. So whether this is going to be used for another figure later on or not, but this slots in absolutely, as you're going to see in 2 seconds. Perfect, there we go. So you can see it's slotted in there, that's slotted in that hole, and now this gives him a brilliant undercarriage, just like what you would expect, I suppose, the grasshopper to look like. Now I wouldn't be surprised if this is used later on, again, this mold for one of the other insecticons. Yeah, it just gives it that little bit more, doesn't it? There you go, guys. You can see, especially from this side, you can see that it looks really, yeah, I think that looks pretty good. It's not in the instructions though, so I don't understand why. Again, must be saving it for another figure. Right then, what we're going to do now, we're going to come back for the final time in the robot mode for some final thoughts. Okay, then we're back for the final time, and he's in his robot mode, and this is definitely the way I'm going to be displaying this guy. One more quick look at him. Again, this chest piece, it's definitely, I suppose, faux for the word. It will not open up. It looks like it will do, so I wouldn't even attempt to try and open it, to be honest. Again, you can see this bit of detailing on the wings there. It's not just completely clear, translucent plastic. And again, the transformation process will be on a separate video. Let's have a quick look at the weapon then. And again, brilliant homage to G1. There is the G1 weapon. If only they just used the chrome as well, eh? It would look even better. But this can fit. In fact, I'll show you this first and foremost. You can, of course, as you saw in the other mode, if you want to, store it behind him, like so. Or will it go the other way around? Let's have a look. No, it won't. It'll only go the one way round. But of course, this is going to look way better in his actual hand. There we go. And these, they are, I think they're called energon swords. Let's have a quick look. There's a few uses of these with these tabs. So what we can do is, first and foremost, we can pop some on the shoulder like that. Oh, let's make sure they span around exactly the same. That looks odd. Let's be honest, it does look odd. You can also attach it to the forearms, and this might look a little bit better, because at least, yeah, that looks a little bit better. I don't think I'll be doing that, to be honest. And I suppose let's have a look. If you turn it around, yep, you can use them as it says, energon swords. So this would then mean, of course, you'd put the gun in the back. That actually looks brilliant. That actually looks really good. So I probably would then have to put this behind. I don't know, I've never seen or imagined him like this before, so that's quite a surprise to me, how good he does look with them in his hands. What I'm going to do for now though is I'm going to take these out, so we need to do some comparisons, and they're huge and they're detracting away from the comparison that we're going to be able to do. So I'm just popping that back in his hand. Right, this is, in fact, let's just put the G1's gun back on as well. Same hand. So you can see the size difference there. It's massive compared to him. And this is what I said when we first took him out of the box. I was surprised at just the size of him. We are used to, apart from Fall of Cybertron, I know, to figures of him not tending to be the biggest. I mean, even this Legends one there is just a bit, yeah, I think it's actually smaller than G1, that one. This was the only larger one that we did have him, and I suppose this is where they've got the idea of the large swords and things from. So this is the Fall of Cybertron one, so it comes under the Generations banner ever so slight, I suppose, sort of, but it is of course based on the game mode of him, not of his actual G1 character. Right, I think I've run out of superlatives to describe how much I think this guy's amazing. I'm only 3 figures into Legacy. He's easily my favourite so far. Just stunning, to be honest. They surprised me with these. They surprised me with how good it looked in the robot mode, and of course in the alternate mode with the bonus additional where you can attach it. So hopefully more will come out with regards to that. And yeah, this was Kickback from the Legacy toy line. What do you think of him? If you're going to get him, let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe.